now.
What's up, my little potatoes? Welcome back to Seduce Me Too. I was gonna upload late yesterday, but shit happened and it's a thing, so yeah. In the last episode, Diana was trying to get all hot and heavy with our man, and Sam was not having none of that shit. And we pretty much left off where Saero jumped in and stopped the fighting and all that to keep her from being pretty much fucking killed by Sam. So, here we go. Sam shook his head and jumped up, but at the sight of the real me, he instantly dropped his sword and tackled me, wrapping his arms around me and hugging me tightly. I guess we were invisible while Saero was holding us. I don't know.
Holy shit! You're okay!
Yeah, it's okay. Just breathe. You're fine. I stared into his shoulders, feeling him shake violently as he held me, and my body couldn't help but shudder with him, feeling every ounce of his love as he gripped me tightly. He knew where his heart belonged, and it led him back to me, even with unbelievable odds attempting to sway him. I wrapped my arms around Sam and buried my face into his shoulder, nodding to him. I'm right here, Sam. Sam refused to let go, digging his fingers in my shirt and pulling me even closer still to his chest. I could feel his heartbeat pound against his chest as he pressed me against him. Man, he was really upset. I, however, peeked over Sam's shoulder to see Diana shift back from my image to her own form, collapsing against Saero. With ease, Saero lifted Diana into his arms like she was a bride who had fainted, but continued to glare at the back of Sam's head. Hey, don't be pissy at Sam. She brought that on herself. I mean, you can't fuck around and not expect to get the shit beat out of you. Finally, Sam lifted his head and looked at Saero, growing a glare of his own.
Tell that bitch to stay away from me if she wants to keep breathing.
Fuck, Sam.
I can hear you, brute.
Yes, always tell the truth. Why would you not tell the truth to your boo? Sam was completely right to be angry. He had every right to want her to stay away from him. However, he also deserved to know the truth of why they did what they did. What fucking truth? I don't even know shit either. Sam, they had to. Nah, okay, I don't know if they fucking had to. Come on. They don't look fucking hypnotized. They don't look like this was something that, they had a fucking knife against their throat. Come on. Sam looked at me with a confused look mixed with anger, still emanating from the rage at Diana, no doubt. I gripped Sam's shoulder and forced him to fully face me. That's right, boy. Look at my fucking eyes. Look at my eyes. Me and you, man. There's this voice that keeps saying you're being tested. It said that Diana and Saero are following its orders and testing you. I knew I was making little to no sense, but it was the truth of the matter. Sam had to believe me. His eyes continued to flood with confusion, making me worried.
She's telling the truth.
Why would I not?
I didn't ask you, bitch.
God. Sam.
She doesn't need your permission to
Alright. It's getting hot. Let's stop. Cool it down. Sam closed his eyes and pressed his lips together, most likely taking in what they had said, before he glared at Saero and Diana. Yes, why? Saero continued to glare at Sam in silence, but Diana lifted her head and looked to Sam from Saero's arms.
Because it said it will ensure our victory.
And you just believe that without any proof, just like, if you do this, you'll win! And you're just like, fuck yeah! I'm gonna do it. Sam raised an eyebrow, slowly starting to believe that this was a false reason, but I held his arm, looking to him in hope and earnest. Sam took a moment to look at me before sighing and shaking his head.
What said that?
The demon thing.
Some powerful being. I don't know why, but I can feel that this being is more powerful than any of us.
I really want to know who this fucking thing is.
Is that it?
Diana nodded and rested her head on Saero's chest, causing him to hug her body against him.
It won't speak its name, but we're certain we'll find out what it is.
I guess. Sam nodded before looking to the ground.
Can you go now?
Yeah, get your fuck out. Alright, just me and you, man. Without another word, Saero walked out of the room with Diana, most likely to help her recover for the training day ahead.
I'm going to kick the shit out of him in training.
That was your own fault. Calm down. You just mad because you got your fucking ass kicked. At last we were alone. I let out a sigh and wrapped my arms around Sam, laying my forehead against his shoulder. You okay?
No, I'm not. Whatever this thing that keeps testing me is,
Alright,
got you involved.
Damn. You don't gotta yell. I'm right in front of you, man. Sam wrapped his arms around me and buried his head in my hair, letting out an aggravated sigh.
I'm sorry. Diana was pretending to be
Yeah,
you, and
you kicked the shit out of her. It's kind of weird, kind of awkward, but I get it. I understand. I could hear the regret in his voice, slightly breaking my heart. I knew deep down that he would never hurt me and that he was just trying to find me. I was wise enough to know the reason for his anger. Why would I not say anything? Why would I be an asshole like that? Comfort him! Sam was distraught and I needed to ease his worries. I understood him perfectly. I hugged Sam to me and kissed his cheek as he trembled in my arms. He wrapped his arms back around me and simply let silence pass between
What
us.
the fuck is going on?
Don't ask me, man. I don't know. I didn't know what to say, so I simply held him until it was time to train. I went to the Grand Hall, knowing Saero would either be there expecting me or would arrive there shortly after me. Nevertheless, I was ready to train again with him. This is gonna be real fucking awkward. What I didn't expect was seeing Saero and Diana in the room. I quickly ducked back around the corner and listened, not wanting to disturb them if they were talking.
That damn little... How dare she?
Talking about me, girl? What'd I do?
My lady, please, calm
I
down.
was just sleeping, then I got woke up, rude. Wait, what? What was going on?
No, Saero, it is not all right. That selfish brat had the nerve to...
What?
Isair, please. I'm all right, I swear.
Stop talking and let me finish.
What is going on? Diana's harsh tone echoed through the hall to the doorway before a soft sigh followed. I peered around the corner and watched as Diana ran her hand along Saero's cheek gingerly, tracing a mark on it with her fingers. Radiant purple light emanated from her hand as Diana glided it back and forth over Saero's skin. Saero, however, had a small smile painted over his lips as he watched her work.
Damn her to the deepest pits of hell.
Wow, she's mad.
You're being too harsh, my lady.
Buskaya is being a selfish brat, Saero. I saved her from dying, and this is how she repays me? Ungrateful little...
Buskaya? Wow. I didn't understand what was happening, but I could tell there was another woman involved, someone named Buskaya. What was really odd was that Diana was acting strange. A little bit. She was upset over something a girl did to Saero. It was kind of cute, but it was not what I expected from Diana.
You're being adorable right now.
What the fuck? I was not expecting that. Diana suddenly stopped moving and looked up at Saero in surprise. A large blush splashed across her cheeks. Saero, growing bolder, gently lifted a hand up between them and placed it under her chin, lifting her head slightly. Oh shit, we're about to watch him get freaky. We shouldn't be watching this. Close the door, girl.
I
Let them have
promise
them
that I'm
privacy,
all right.
Jesus.
She barely scratched me.
But she...
Loves her mistress very much, just like I do. She couldn't help it. I did try to surprise you, after all. She was startled and wanted to protect you, just like I would have.
I don't understand. Who the fuck is Buskaya? Diana grumbled, pressing her lips into a fine line as she stared down at his chest.
She still attacked you.
Which I'm sure she's very sorry for. Let it go.
Let it go, girl. Saero moved his hand to cup Diana's cheek, rubbing his thumb along her cheekbone. Diana closed her eyes but didn't lean into his hand.
You know, you didn't yell at me for saying your name.
But...
My priority was not correcting you.
You were concerned about me.
Saero, you're pushing it, man.
Yes, I was. Why wouldn't I be?
Saero frowned a bit as Diana opened her eyes and looked up at him, trying to appear unfazed at his teasing. However, the blush that still radiated from her face, didn't lie. Apparently, I can't speak today.
Why are you concerned about me, Isair? You've protected me my whole life when it's my job to protect you.
Tell him, girl, tell him your feelings.
You didn't correct me again.
Silence followed as Saero waited for her to answer. I was curious myself, especially since she seemed to not reciprocate Saero's feelings. Diana closed her eyes and took a small breath before finally replying.
I care about you, Saero.
Aww,
You've been by my
this is
side ever
so
since we were mere children.
fucking adorable.
Every time you've gotten hurt,
I watched in awe as Diana brought her hand up and ran her fingers along the scar on his chest between the lapels of his jacket. Lapels? Saero stared as Diana traced around it, her face painted in sadness.
I know you vowed to protect me with your life. But that doesn't mean you must accept every wound on your body as insignificant.
She's got a point, Saero. Diana closed her eyes, forming a fist against Saero's chest and clenched it hard, and then she punched him. The scar must have had some significance to make her that upset. I bit my lower lip. I was watching this unfold, unsure of what to do. Should I leave them be? Should I interrupt? I did have to train. Oh shit, man. Well, I do have to train. I don't want to fucking die. But I want them to finish too. Let them finish. We don't want to ruin this moment. They're not going to have another moment like this. I can train any day out of the week. It'll be fine. Just let them finish. I didn't want to be rude. Whatever they had to settle, I needed to be patient. I stuck close to the wall behind me and listened further, peeking to barely see what was going on.
It still bothers me. I thought I was going
Plus,
to
I'll get to
lose
learn
you
what
that
actually
day.
happened with that sky.
But you stepped in.
Maybe.
I did. That was the day before you signed your life away to me. A stupid decision.
Girl, don't say that. Come on. I stared wide-eyed as Saero cupped Diana's cheek and forced her to look up at him, making her gasp and meet his gaze in surprise. Now kiss.
Stop. I won't let you think that my decision was a mistake.
This is so fucking cute. Diana closed her eyes and leaned her cheek ever so slightly against Saero's hand, making him visibly inhale a breath of surprise. She's accepting it. You know, this is almost making me forget that you tried to fuck my boyfriend.
I don't think I will ever understand you. Even after all of these years, I still don't understand your devotion.
He loves you, Diana. Diana let out a small sigh before stepping away and looking up at Saero with a serious expression.
I should go. The boys will be waiting for me to train them, and your student will be here soon.
Already here. Without letting Saero reply, Diana turned and walked towards the door. I stepped away from my hiding spot, not wanting to Diana know I was eavesdropping. As I came into her view, she froze for a second before continuing on out of the room and down the hall. Saero watched as she left, staring at the back of her head until it vanished beyond the door frame. I looked over and finally walked towards Saero, not wanting to interrupt his gaze with my presence.
She really can't see it.
She sees it, man. She just doesn't understand. She understands. She just doesn't know what to do with her feelings. It's okay. It's okay, Saero. Don't worry about it. Saero finally turned and looked at me with eyes drowned in hopelessness. It was almost heartbreaking to see his face so heavy and downtrodden. He seemed to have completely confided in me with his new expression because I was positive that this was an emotion he had very well from most everyone. Saero finally looked to the ground.
My lady doesn't understand love. She's always been told that love for her is impossible because of who she is, no matter how much she dreams of it. Because of that, she can't recognize it, even when it's standing right in front of her.
She recognizes it. She felt that. She felt that, man. She just doesn't want to accept it yet. She's still hurting. It's okay. Yes. Don't lose hope. It was a matter of circumstance. She needed to see his love for her. If she was bred to accept that love didn't exist, then we needed to prove that what she knew was wrong. Saero looked up at me in surprise, a small glimmer of hope rekindling at my words.
You really think that she...
Yeah, man, yeah. She could change. She changed already once. I know she can. I mean, look at me. I'm gonna be married to the man I love. Surely love exists, even for demons. I watched with a smile as I saw happiness slowly seep back into Saero's expression. He couldn't give up on her. He'd be able to show her his love somehow. After a brief moment, Saero let out a sigh, closing his eyes. Yeah, as long as I don't get her killed in this route like I did in the last one. Don't want that to happen again. We gotta get them to, we can't do that again. He turned to me, and when he opened his eyes, my relentless trainer had appeared with a serious look on his face. Without having to say anything to me, he stepped back and summoned his spear, ready to fucking go. That was a fast turnaround. He placed a foot behind him and prepped himself into a stance. Wait, wasn't he going to materialize my weapons? How was I? Saero suddenly charged at me, making me screech and dodge out of the way. What was he doing? Saero!
What are you waiting for? Summon your weapons!
Bitch, I don't know how to summon weapons. What? He wasn't being serious, right? He expected me to use magic? That was impossible. Okay, you used magic before. That's not really that impossible. Come on. You don't remember that? I remember it. As I managed to duck and dodge his attacks, my fingertips began to tingle. Energy rushed through my veins and under my skin, tickling my nerves. It was unnatural, but somehow I felt comfortable with it. Was this truly magic at work, or was I just nervous, not wanting to be skewered? Probably both. Oh shit, there was a fucking time limit. I had to try. I jumped away from Saero and quickly closed my eyes, focusing on my hands. I needed my weapons. I don't know why I wouldn't try. Within my hands formed two lavender orbs circling around my hands. They glistened before finally shifting and forming into the katas I was used to. Gripping it and feeling it physically in my mind, I smirked and turned back to Saero, bracing for another attack. I like how she's like, I can't fucking do that, and just like instantaneously, she's like, boom, there they are. Like, what the fuck? Dodge. I bent back, watching the blade swipe over my body through the air. As I quickly straightened up, I noticed how open his body was for an attack. That's right, now you go in! For the kill! I mean, no, don't kill him, actually. Like a repeated memory, I attacked him, clashing my weapon with his multiple times. The chime of our weapons smashing against each other rang through the room, the sound almost piercing my mind. It wasn't a noise I was ever going to be used to. Like the last time, we trained for hours on end, stopping once or twice for a break. However, I could feel my body slowly getting used to the feel of swinging a weapon and defending myself. At least I'd be prepared in case something were to happen. As the sun began to set and the purple sky began to darken, we stopped once again for a third and most likely final break. Saero stretched and let out a small yawn as I did the same. It's time for sleep, man. I think I'm getting used to this. A chuckle escaped Saero's throat as he rose from one of his stretches. What stopped both of us from laughing was an echoed conversation in the hall, softly reverberating into the room. Oh, who is it? Huh?
Are you sure?
Oh, it's Faye.
Another kingdom wants to join the rebellion?
Oh?
It would seem so. Diana isn't happy about it, though.
Okay, so this is different.
Why not? The
Fucking
leader of
Christ.
that kingdom is so handsome!
He was indeed, but an alliance through marriage?
Oh shit, Saero. Uh-oh. He's gonna be upset.
Oh, come on! You can't tell me I'm the only one
Oh
who can
shit.
see it!
No, we can't let that
I
happen.
can
That's
see
been
them
out.
being a beautiful king and queen!
Oh
I
boy.
don't think she will marry him, despite
Oh
it
boy. Oh
being
boy.
a
This
wise
is gonna
choice.
be this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
She would be stupid not to.
Oh man.
Well, the last time she signed her life away to marriage, her entire family
Got a
was
good
killed
point.
off while
Got a
she
good
was
point.
away. I don't think she could ever let marriage control her again.
I guess. Man, the only person she has now is that guard.
Well, damn, don't talk about him like he's some fucking piece of dirt. He's good looking. He's nice. He's nice. I would hit that. Don't tell Sam that, though. My curiosity took a hold of me and caused me to hug the wall near the door, listening in further. Saero, however, remained where he was, looking toward the ground. Aw, man, he's
I wonder
upset.
how they met. He's not an incubus, but he's mega powerful.
He is indeed very skilled. I'm slightly jealous of her for having such a devoted
Anyone
guard.
would be. Anyone would be.
Devoted? He's crazy! I've heard them talk in private
Oh
before.
shit, they know.
Saying that he's
Oh,
in
this is
love
getting
with
worse.
her.
Oh, don't listen to her.
Love!
Fuck face, shut up!
That is very...
Oh shit, man.
However, I wouldn't be surprised if her natural aura has affected him after years of servitude. I believe he's been with her since they were children, so that's over 100 years of protecting her and being close.
Damn.
Yeah. He's probably just enthralled by her. She
Oh my
enthralls
god,
everyone
can you
she
guys
meets.
shut the fuck up?
A pure-blooded succubus will do that. At least she's the only pure-blooded demon of
Oh
Lilith in the
no.
world.
Oh, Sarah, it's okay, man.
That we know of, at least.
The conversation trailed off as the pair moved away from the room, and I looked back at Sarah, seeing him grip his spear and grit his teeth. He didn't seem to like what Rabbit and Faye had to say. No fucking duh! Nobody would! Sarah? Oh man, I don't want to leave him like that. Come on. Sarah looked up at me, a dull glaze over his eyes. From the expression on his face, I could tell that he had heard things like that before, but it still seemed to affect him emotionally. I frowned and walked over to him as he shook his head.
What they said about her marriage was true. When the Demon Lord's heirs left the demon world, my lady left to go after them.
Yeah, I already know that part,
However,
man. You don't gotta tell
While
me.
she was gone, the Demon Lord attacked this castle.
I watched as Saero gripped his spear even tighter than before, shutting his eyes and turning his head away from me almost in
The
shame.
Demon Lord's henchmen, the imp demons who brought you here, infiltrated our defenses and were able to reach the heart of the castle.
Shit, man.
Where my lady's parents and unborn baby sister were
Ah,
hiding.
that's fucked up.
Through some form of blood magic, they were able to break through the protective barriers around the room and...
He didn't need to explain. A heavy weight in my gut acknowledged what he was going to say before he could speak it. I looked to the floor, suddenly feeling very sorry for Diana. She lost her entire family while she had been in the human world trying to save them. It was too cruel. Sarah let out a shaky sigh before looking back up at me.
When my lady returned, she vowed to seek vengeance and destroy the Demon Lord's tyranny. She formed the rebellion, and now, here we are, readying ourselves for the final
She's not gonna
battle.
marry him, man. Don't you
Everyone
worry.
only sees the hard-faced, cutthroat queen of the rebellion when they look at her, as if she were unable to love or care.
No, I feel you, man. Sarah's hand reached up for his collar where a beautiful purple rose charm hung. His fingers ran over the surface as he smiled to himself.
However, Saero is still the sweet and innocent girl I grew
Man.
up with. She's
I
still the
ship
woman
them.
who saved me and protected me from a fate worse than death. I know deep down that the love I feel for her is pure and
It is,
true.
man. It is.
I vowed to protect her with my life, and I will forever stand by that promise. It's just difficult to hope that one day things may change, and that the one you love may turn around and say,
She's gonna.
I love you in
You didn't
return.
see how she liked the touches. She liked that. She liked that shit. She'll tell you eventually. Yes, let's prove your love to her. Saero didn't reply. He looked at me deep in thought before shaking his head. I thought I saw a glimmer of hope, but he rid himself of whatever thought he had been focusing
Never
on.
mind that. We need to focus. Let's continue.
Man, this is important. Love is important. Please don't let me kill off Diana again on accident. I nodded, taking up my weapon again and preparing for our final sparring match. I thought we were already done. Oh, fuck. I slowly made my way into the room and sat back onto the bed, letting the rush of the exhaustion run through me like a wave of water. I shut my eyes and fell back into the mattress with a soft thud. We were a handful of days away, and I wasn't sure how we were going to handle it, now that we were apparently being tested on top of it.
You have nothing
Oh
to
god, it's you
fear
again.
from me, child.
Can't I ever get a break? I didn't even have the strength or care to sit back up. I let out a sigh and continued to stare at the ceiling, greeting the voice in my head with a grimace. How do you grimace inside your head? Like, how does that work exactly? Why are you doing this? Why not just test him yourself?
One cannot be tested if they are not ready for the consequences.
He doesn't even want to take this test, man. Oh god, he's in the fire again. That got me to sit up. I looked to the fireplace, remembering the dream I had, Sam being burnt alive. A shudder ran through my spine as the voice chuckled.
You know what will happen if he is not worthy of my power.
Oh no, oh no. But why must he take it?
He wishes to kill the abomination demon lord.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm sure he could do that without your power. My anger flared. How is this being so high and mighty of himself? I mean, I don't want to fucking, like... Okay, warning, there's spoilers I'm about to say for Matthew's route, so if you don't want to hear them, don't listen, okay? I don't fucking know. So I'm really, like, he's not that hard to kill because Matthew's fucking mom did it in a heartbeat. I really don't think he needs your power, okay? Diana and Saero seemed to respect him for his power, but if he was so powerful, then why wasn't he here himself testing Sam? Voice answered my thought.
I am bound to the dark, as I have always been for eons.
Who the fuck are you, man? Eons?
Yes, child.
His
My
kind is more than just
and
him.
I have lived within the depths of the abyssal plains ever since the dawn of time, feeding off of the ashes of the dead and granting the world above
What the fuck
us
was that?
peace.
Peace? Was the being some kind of underground creature? How was it able to communicate through fire then?
We are all powerful, child. Should we desire it, we could bring the
Okay,
world
I don't like
to
that.
its knees
I
and
don't like
drown
that.
it in endless flame.
From the power behind his voice, I could tell that he was telling the truth. A violent shiver ran up my spine as I imagined the castle and the land around us completely covered in flames. The voice, however, continued.
Fear not, however. We care little for the world above.
Then why do you... Okay, never mind. Then why get involved now with the Demon Lord? Yeah, exactly.
The Demon Lord is a mad abomination undeserving of the power of the demon world.
For what is to come? What the fuck's gonna
What
come? I don't
is
like
to
this.
come,
I don't trust this guy.
He must
I don't like
be
this.
eliminated.
What do you mean? What's to come? What if he is the supposed thing that Diana's supposed to make? No, that'd be fucking stupid. Never mind.
Talking to the voice.
Oh! What? What the fuck, Sam? Okay. I quickly looked to the door to see Sam staring at me intensely. What surprised me was that he was in his demon form. I could only assume his glamour spell vanished from how much energy he had used in training. I nodded and looked to the fire. How the fuck did you know? The voice was telling me about itself. Apparently it lives beneath the demon world. I hoped that Sam knew what it was, whatever this thing was. It seemed to think of itself as the most powerful being in the world, which I couldn't verify if it was unknown to me. Sam, however, cocked an eyebrow.
So it's a dragon.
A dragon? Really? Wait, what? I shot my head at Sam, both confused and thrown off at the answer. A dragon? A dragon? When did that become a part of the list of demons in the world? How are dragons even remotely related to demons? Sam stared at my face and laughed before walking over and ruffling my hair.
What? You didn't think they were real?
I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't think they're real. There's so much fucked up shit in the demon world, but still kind of surprising, just throwing that out there out of nowhere like that, left field. No, I mean, anything's possible at this rate, but a dragon? How is that possible? The voice in my head laughed at my surprise, but what shocked me was that Sam reacted as well to the laughter, looking around the room in shock. Oh, he hears that shit.
The fuck?
Yeah, you hear that shit, Sam? I told you.
I'm surprised that you know of what I am. Au Maurice.
Ow, Maurice.
Call me Sam.
He doesn't like his demon name.
You choose to acknowledge your human name.
Maurice is a little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, I do. Got a problem with that?
Sam, Jesus, I love you.
You become more interesting to me every day that passes. Sam.
Sam
Thanks.
Winchester.
Now why the fuck are you testing me?
Do you wish to kill the Demon Lord?
Eh. I watched a flash of rage rush across Sam's eyes as he nodded, pinning his gaze to the fire before us and seeing the same eyes I had seen before appear within the flames.
Yeah, I do.
Then I will grant you my power.
I don't fucking... If you want the Demon Lord to die as much as everyone else, why the fuck does he have to be tested? Just fucking give him that shit. Give somebody that shit. Have him kill the Demon Lord.
What? If I'm worthy? What's that supposed to mean?
That means he thinks you might not possibly be worthy. The voice ignored Sam and focused its attention on me.
Child, you should prepare for
The fuck am I
tomorrow.
being tested for?
You will be tested as well.
Me? I stared into the fire and I was slightly afraid of what test this thing had in store for me. Would it have Diana disguise herself as Sam? Would Diana even do that? I didn't want to assume that it would use the same trick twice. The possibilities were endless. That would be fucked up. I shook my head and took a breath. I had to be strong and show it that I wasn't afraid. Alright, I'll be ready. Hey, I've been going through some crazy ass shit! I want to get married! I'm not fucking around, alright? With that, the eyes vanished from the flames and Sam looked to me, wrapping an arm around my shoulders.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I was nervous. There was no way I could have been alright, yet deep in my gut I knew that everything was going to be okay. I had to be confident in my skills that I was ready for whatever this thing threw my way. I nodded to Sam, seeing him smile a bit. I gave him a little smug smile and flexed my arm. I'll be okay. Let me at it. What the fuck? Cheesy as fuck. Sam laughed, now relaxed, and gently nudged me.
Good. Now kick the test's ass, whatever it is.
Oh, thanks. I nodded softly. I had to breathe. Everything would be okay. As I took a deep breath, I took a moment to take in that Sam was still in demon form. I chuckled a bit and touched his horns, which I found hilarious, as they protruded from the sides of his head like handlebars. What the fuck? I'm never gonna get used to you in this form.
Huh? Oh, shit! I forgot to turn back. Sorry!
Why? It's not that big of a deal. I stared at Sam as he stepped back and looked down at his form in surprise. As he rubbed the back of his head, I could see the comfort he had in what was his true form. While it wasn't totally different from his human form, he still had horns and incubus taint on his skin. Sam shook his head and began to charge his energy.
I'll change back.
Oh no, you didn't have to. Sam was comfortable in that form. If he was exhausted, then he didn't have to use more energy to glamour himself. Yeah, man, calm down. Like, we're getting fucking married. Be yourself. I don't fucking care. I know you're a demon. What does it matter? I held out my hand and walked over, placing it on his chest and stopping him.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. You don't have to. Sam stared for the longest time before smiling and nodding. I was happy to know that he was considerate enough to consider my feelings, but if he was happy in his true form, then I didn't mind sleeping beside it. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck does it matter? Unless you're, like, fucking oozing goo, like, then that shit won't fly, because I don't want that on me in the bed, like, no. As I looked at him, though, a dangerous curiosity crept over me. Oh, bitch, don't tell me you're getting frisky over this. I had never really thought of... Oh, God, I knew it! I never really thought of making love to him in this form. In this human form, absolutely, but not with him as the demon he truly was. Would it be different than what I expected? Would it be exactly as I imagined it? How the fuck do you imagine it? I bit my lower lip, letting the curiosity fester in my mind a bit.
Huh? What's with the look?
Those horns turned me on, apparently. I didn't notice the expression my face was making as I stared at Sam's body, causing me to jerk my gaze up to Sam's eyes and shake my head. Huh? Nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah. Oh, shit. God. Sam slowly began to stalk towards me, forcing me to step back and eventually lean against the wall with him placing his arms on either sides of my head. I was trapped and could only stare up at him, at my captor.
I think you're staring at me and thinking bad things.
Oh, God. Don't say it like that. I felt my heart rush into my throat and silence me as I gazed into Sam's emerald eyes, which oh so slightly dilated into a small form of lust. Now I'd done it. Oh, fucking great. Sam chuckled and leaned in close, touching his nose to mine.
So, you gonna tell me the truth?
Shit, man, I guess take initiative, set him straight. What the fuck do either of that... I feel like take initiative might be the good choice. Oh, shit. Okay. Jesus. Alright. We're gonna stop right here. I know. Don't throw a fit. Don't yell at me. I know you guys are ready for this. Just relax. It'll be in the next video. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably make another video tomorrow. we're gonna stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so far. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Later, taters. Girl, can you tell me what's going on?
Child.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I froze at the sound of the voice in my head. The voice was in on the act too?
She's merely following instructions.
No.
How